All right. Shalom, shalom. First things first, we want to give our honor and praise unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Ba'aradash. Said, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahushai, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahushai, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Ba'aradash. We give double honor to our apostles and our elders. We give apostle elders a great millstone, who speaks with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding through the spirit power of Yahweh, Yahushai. 2024, which is the whole year of Jacob's trouble. All right, the Lord is doing big things. All right, we just got done with the Feast of Unleavened Bread. All right, the Pesach, beautiful time that we're in. We're getting ready for this eclipse in about 7 days from here. You know, so 7/7's coming up. We got dignitaries in town, man, and y'all brothers go ahead, man. And,
Brother Isaiah from Nebraska camp.
Brother Yatzai from the Nebraska camp.
Yeah. So as the brother was saying, you know, you want me to open up again?
Yeah. Go ahead, brother. You got it.
As the brother was saying, we just got done with the Feast of Unleavened Bread, which you know consists of the Pesach, the Passover. All right, today is their beloved little Easter. Okay, it's the bootleg Passover. Okay, serving and worshiping the deities that they've created, that they've trusted in. Okay, well, as we were speaking about the other day, Esau, so-called white man, this is what he does. He imitates what the Heavenly Father does. He doesn't create anything. Okay, he takes what the Lord created and discovers them, and then, you know, try to manipulate it and do things. But that's why we're at the end of this thing.
That's right.
Okay, because he's doing what? He's trying to fulfill his plan. You get that in Job about the enterprise real quick? You know, everybody that's set up on this earth is set up to do the Lord's will. Is set up to do his purpose, what he has planned for you. Okay, as the brother's going to the book of Job, I did a lesson earlier in Job how when you're asleep, when sleep falls upon the man, you're on the bed, the Lord sealeth your instructions within you. All right, and he keep you from the sword, he keep you from death, and he pretty much directs your steps, man. So everybody that's upon this earth, the Lord is directing their steps. It's not by coincidence or accident that, you know, we all where we at now. Okay? Let alone knowing each other, but being in this truth. All right? Prophesying the downfall of this place that the prophets of old had did before. Okay?
This is the book of Job. This is Job 5 and verse 12. We'll do it in NLT. He said he frustrates the plans of the schemers, so the work of their hands will not succeed.
Ooh, I like the NLT right there.
Yeah.
Frustrates the hands of the schemers. You know, stay scheming. That's Esau, man.
Yeah.
He's constantly doing what? He's scheming on the earth. He's scheming on the people. He's scheming. He even schemes on his own people. But the Lord frustrates him. All right, because he has a way that he wants to do things, but the Lord has the way that Esau's going to do it. Okay, what did the last one say?
And it says, Job 5 verse 12, where he says he frustrates the plans of schemers, so the work of their hands will not succeed.
Yes, so the work of their hands shall not succeed. I'm pretty sure whichever Rothschild was having all those work transplants, he was probably had 12, 13, 14 more if it was up to him. Okay, as well as the rest of his family. But it's the Lord that set it the bounds. Okay, just as much as he set the bounds with his enterprise, with the plans that they had. That's the way that he frustrates them. Like, no, you're not going to go past this point. Right. But the Lord is so cold and beautiful that he allows them to dwell in that false hope. All right, he allows them to dwell in that false hope as if they're going to get it. It's just like us, man. Okay, anything that we have, even we have a job and we might have the interview, and then something happened to where we might not make it. You know, that was in the Lord's plans. That's what it was, you know.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been the best mold for you.
Exactly, bro. Just as certain people that have left out our life or we kicked out of our lives, we was attached for whatever reason. We had some chemistry, but the Lord, like, that ain't your best fit. I got something better for you.
This is Job 12.
One more thing, because just because you lose something doesn't mean that it's always bad, man. Okay, because we lost our lives, right? To gain, okay.
This is Job 12 and 16. It says, with him is strength and wisdom, but the seed is the deceiver or his. Right. So Edom has been deceived to believe that he's going to establish this and let it grow. He's not, listen, man, enterprise will not succeed, man. He cannot go past the bounds that Yahweh has set for him, man. It says while he is eating, Yahweh shall rain the fire over his rather corner, right?
I got it. This is Job 20 and 23. And it says, verse NLT, it says, may Yahweh give them a belly full of trouble. May Yahweh rain down his anger upon them. And in King James, it says, when he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating.
And we all know how that last bite is. You know you fool.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's right there.
Yeah.
You know, they ain't gonna even get to that, you know? All right? When you about to fill your belly, the Lord's gonna rain that wrath down on you. All right? So you might have 2 or 3 bites left. Okay? But at the end of the day, what you have planned with your MOTB and creating a bullshit utopia, all right, it's not going to happen, man. Right. All right, that's why the Lord, like the brother said, we waiting, on this eclipse because we know that the Lord leaves signs, man. Yeah. Okay, and on top of that, they got the devil's comet coming with it. All right, and on top of that, it's a week after the Feast of Unleavened Bread. All right,
7 days,
and it's around the time of the springtime. You know, so it's a new beginning in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Because our New Year started about 3 weeks ago. All right. You got something?
Con, this is Jeremiah because it says he's going to cast the fury of his anger upon him, right? This is Jeremiah 51 and verse 20. We wait for these days. This is NLT. You are my battle axe and sword, says the Lord. With you I will shatter nations and destroy many kingdoms.
And there you have it with us. All right. And at this point, it's a spiritual thing. Okay, through the Spirit of the Lord, we're speaking things into existence, man. All right, putting the prophecies out there, and they're letting the people know that they're going to come to pass. All right, and part of those prophecies is what? That Esau's going to get close to what he wants to fulfill, but the Heavenly Father is not going to let him follow through with it, man. All right, it's just like they do with anybody else. They watch them, be building the case, you know, letting them get away with certain things. But then when they got enough evidence, all right, boom, they move in. Right. Now the place that got raided and the people that got betrayed, so on and so forth. But that's how Esau's going to feel. All right.
Oh man. So Esau's house is about to get raided. This house about to get raided, man.
And the angels coming in to enter the house of the thief. You know, so the angels coming in, they peep. Okay.
The spiritual SWAT team.
Yeah. Spiritual SWAT team. Yeah. It's the angels. Yeah. Hey, his brother, I had this brother watch a Netflix show called Hellbound.
Yeah, that was heavy, bro.
And they will pretty much get a judgment day, you know? And then on that judgment day, what pretty much is the angels will come out of another dimension, punch up, you know, take their life and get on back. All right, so that's how this is. That's in all in the show, it was about people becoming more righteous. Okay, it was about people stop sinning as much. All right, Baba Kushak, can you grab? Did you have some roads up?
Yeah, this is
Second Timothy 70:42.
This is Isaiah 41 and 15. It says, "Behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument,
I have had those
having teeth."
Yeah. Second of this book.
It says, "Thou shalt know the concept says, thou shalt thresh the mountains and beat them small, and shall make the hills as chaff."
There you go. What the chaff is when it comes to threshing, the threshing floor, the chaff is what gets blown away. That's what gets discarded. You know, I forgot that word you used the other day.
Shit.
I know it meant discarded, but that's what they're gonna be beaten down to that, man. Beaten down to nothing. Their governments, their power structure, the power that they have, all of that is about to be transferred to water for messing up. You know?
Right.
Because you're not the rightful rulers, man. Alright? That's why we're walking on fucking concrete right now. That's why we gotta filter water and buy bottled water. We can't even drink from the source. Okay? Because everything is polluted. Alright? it said we eating our bread defiled amongst the Gentiles. Here it is. We have the Pesach and the Feast of Unleavened Bread. We gotta check all of these ingredients. They should have a kosher store in every city.
Right.
All right, if they're a so-called God-fearing nation. All right, but they don't. Okay, here it is. What the fuck? This nigga Biden, he just deemed today as the T-gender, pretty much like a national.
He's a demon.
T-gender day, man. You know it's the Transformers, man. Okay, so they showing you that they have the spirit of Sodom. So as the brothers reading it, hey, we're gonna be the brush your teeth, man. All right.
Esau, just that what you were saying, bro. Esau, because it says for every action there's an equal and opposite reaction. The Lord creates 2 by 2s. So you unlocked great righteousness by being so evil. By you just going in the DNA, by you stepping in the spirit world, you unlocked superhuman. You now, to equal out what you've done, you now have unlocked super endowed men. Now, since you wanted to dive into the spirit world and to manipulate genetical things, you want to get into that power, guess what? Now the Lord is going to bring forth men that are endowed with power, man. Because it would have been a false balance to have these superhuman men running around if you didn't tap into that world, CERN, all these things. What it say? The creatures that are coming out of dimensional. You in that realm now, man. Now you've given the Lord, what does it say? Credence, and giving him the green light to be able to unlock us to do what we're gonna do to you, man.
Building that case.
That's right.
Gathering that information, gathering that evidence, man. Okay.
What you said about what Biden did?
Yeah.
This is Isaiah 3 and 9. The shoe of the countenance does witness against them. They declare their sin as Sodom. They hide it not.
They hide it not. He's broadcasting. He's putting it out there. Ain't no shame, like they say, ain't no shame in my game. Ain't no shame in Biden game, man. You know.
Say, woe unto their soul, but they have rewarded evil to themselves.
And that you brought it upon yourself. Like the brother said, since you wanted to go and do everything that the Lord said not to do, you unlocked that door of judgment. You unlocked us to come back.
Sit down. You unlocked the door of judgment. Damn.
You allowed us, like, because that's the most beautiful thing about the Heavenly Father is how he micromanages things. How he sets things up. He is the ultimate chess player. All right? Each and every one of us up here has a story how we came to this point right here. Based on what we've been through and where we came from. I didn't know any of these brothers, you know what I'm saying, growing up. Some of us knew each other, some of us are related. All right, but nonetheless, it's by the spirit that we was quickening, all right, and we're at where we're at now. Like the brother read, they ain't got no shame in their game, so therefore things had to be balanced out. Okay.
Now you said that he opened the door for judgment, right? Okay. This is Genesis 4 and 7. If thou doest well, shall thou not be accepted?
Done.
Genesis, that be the beginning. So this is way back when. If you do good, you'll be accepted. How do you do good? You follow what's written. Okay? Well, we know with this situation, he wanted to do what he wanted to do. Go ahead.
It say, if thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door.
Hey, we're here to collect. Sins is the wages of death, man. All right? So you brought it upon yourself. Go ahead.
It says, unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over it.
Just like now, just that, bro. Sin is evident here, man. That's what you're telling. You tell these people in the hypocrisy when we were in the church. We knew the hypocrisy is people would come one day of the year and put on righteousness like they were righteous the whole year. And I used to notice. I'm like, why they ain't come? I'm in here. I'm in the church. I know everybody. Here they come. It's packed. You got to get the chairs out the back. You got to bring because these niggas want to pile in on that day. You got to get the extra folding table and chair. And they going downstairs to eat and be merry, man. Hypocrites, man.
But the moment they leave church, though, they're gonna have a have a catfish sandwich
shit.
and a pork chop.
Man, they sucking on the porch a ham hock that man, they still got their Sunday best on, man.
Yeah.
They spilling pork juice on their Sunday best.
Rocking that tickle me pink and shit.
Yeah.
You know? That's what this place is, folly, and it's set in great dignity.
Yeah.
All right, because that's why I even like people be like, oh, you don't celebrate this, so I'm like, it's not real. All right, that's why they say what the holiday spirit. It's a spirit that comes about around that time where most people feel like they gotta burn all their money up to get gifts for. I'm gonna just put it out there, motherfuckers that don't appreciate it, don't give them.
Right.
They ain't grateful. All right, none of that. Especially the little kids. You know, and that's another thing with the way that this society is being ran. Imagine the kids that have it. We see them now. They're little demons, man. They don't want to follow instructions. They have no morals. They have no ethics. All right, they don't care what happens to them, what they do to their body, what they do to the next. You had teenagers running around punching elderly people, man. Knocking out elderly people. Why is that, man? Because there's no order in this place. All right? This whole place is completely out of order. Yeah, you can marry a dog. You can marry a goat. You can, you know, intercourse with a horse. Like what? Every flesh is likened unto its kind, man. But when Esau comes on the scene, he wants to be over exotic. Now I want to see what octopus is. Squid. Real calamari.
Real.
You know?
Because the power say what? It's good. But you don't say what? It's sweet.
You know? Let me put my spin on it.
Right, and you just fuck it up.
It's like the weirder the creature is, the most dangerous he on the mission.
Yep.
Especially with Moab, though. Moab will crack open and boil anything, man. They won't even cook it now. They'll just eat it raw, man.
Yeah.
They'll raw dog wickedness, man.
More by eating a rat.
Man, baby rats. They put baby rats like sushi, man. They swarming around. They eating them shit. Bro, these nations need the elect in Israel will be a moral compass of the earth. And what does a compass go by? The magnetic field.
Yeah.
So it's ruled by an invisible force. A compass moves by an invisible force. It always goes true north, man.
Yep.
So when we rule on the earth, guess what? We're going to put the earth in true north. True east, if you want to say that much, man. We're going to literally put the earth back in order, man, because you need it. You're ruled without the, what does it say? A child left to his own shall become willful. These nations are likened unto children, man. They need a belt. They need a whooping stick, and that's what we should be. We will be a nation that is a rep for correction, man.
This is Isaiah 2 and 1 to 2. It says, the word that Isaiah, the son of Amos, saw before, and it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of Yahweh's house shall be established in the top of the mountain, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall come into it. And many people shall go and say, come ye, and let us go unto the mountain of Yahweh, to the house of the power of Jacob. And he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh.
Not the mountain of Buddha.
Right.
Not the mountain of Asteroid. A star day. Not Santa Claus.
Right.
Not Cupid. To the mountain of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh.
Right.
That's where wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is going to flow from. Instruction. Alright? Y'all, because I was talking to the brother last night, how we are rehearsing the righteous acts, trying to be righteous and get things right. That's going to be their problem in the kingdom. Because we're going to be perfect. They're not going to be under the same covenant as us, to where the laws is written within their inward part. Like I said, they're going to go to the mountain of the Lord, like, let us learn their ways. So we're going to be teaching them this, teaching them our ways. Like the brother said, them as nations are children. They need a belt on them. That's going to be their belt, is lining them up. Y'all following our ways. Because the rightful rulers are back in position. Okay? back possessed of the world because it was made for our sakes. All right, and therefore they're going to follow the ways that we have. All right, they already see it good anyway. You read Deuteronomy the 4th chapter. They, matter of fact, can you grab that? Deuteronomy 4 about 5.
I got that second Ezra for you. That 7 to 42. Okay, copy.
4 or 5, right?
Yep.
It says, but I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as Yahweh my power commanded me.
Yeah, this is Moses talking to the people. Because what? Moses went up to the mount. He got the laws and the statutes, commandments from the Lord, and came down. Israel was chilling at that moment, but he constantly emphasized. Go ahead.
It says that ye should sow in the land whither thou goest to possess it.
What'd you say?
So you guys for or against 12 tribes?
For.
Okay. Right on. Keep it up.
It says, keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the
Matter of
nations.
fact, read this again.
Yeah.
Go back over it.
Yeah.
Since Esau got to come and feel like he got to approve us, we read that we for him right now. We're telling y'all going to be keeping our ways. We are 144% with 144% with the 12 tribes. Look on there, you got 444, man.
Hey,
Right there too.
You know?
hey, look, right there.
Oh yeah, we good. It's a 4x4.
It's a 4x4. That's a verse about verse.
It says, behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as Yahweh my power commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither you go to possess it.
Because what? When you go into Wisdom of Solomon, the 12th chapter, it speaks about why those people that was once in that land got kicked out of that land because they had the most odious works.
That's right.
All right, those Hamites was in there being wicked.
Yeah.
Okay, they didn't deserve to be in that land.
Right.
So the Lord brought the 12 tribes, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, for Mr. Esau's approval, brought us out of Egypt to have us possess that land. So this is Moses saying, I've taught you statutes and commandments that you ought to keep when you go in that land.
Yeah.
Okay, that's how precious that land is. It's undermining to them, but that land is so precious. When heathens moved in, they had to bring priests so they wouldn't get mauled up, man, because the lions was messing with them. All right, how much more thousands of years later when they got one of the biggest happy parades, if you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know?
Oh,
Yes, judgment has to come. Okay? Because it said if the Lord will allow it to continue, no flesh shall be saved. All right? Nobody's going to reproduce. He's trying to create virtual sex. Okay? We was put on this earth to reproduce.
That's right. Precept for you. This is 2nd Ezra 5 and verse 24. And it says, and of all the lands of the whole world thou hast chosen thee one pit, and of all the flowers thereof one lily.
Yeah, and that one pit, that's Jerusalem, man, the land of Israel.
That's right.
Okay? Can you keep going on there, Baba?
Then it says,
Because it's going to show you that the Lord has favorites. The reason why you have a favorite type of dog, a favorite food, a favorite outfit, some favorite shoes, we got that from the Lord.
That's right.
So just as we are his creations, he has a favorite people and a favorite land and a favorite flower, which we'll get into.
And it says, and of all the depths of the sea thou hast filled thee one river, and of all the builded cities thou hast hollowed Zion unto thyself.
There you go. Nation of Israel, man.
Now, that Zion, Israel, that's it. No one else.
Maybe we read the wrong version. Maybe we just read the wrong version.
Right.
We finish this and then get that secondary.
It says, keep them therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nation.
Yep. It's our wisdom and understanding in the sight of the nations, because they see us.
Yep.
We see their eyes on us. You know, bro was telling the story about him being at the gym and how he was ignoring the eyes of a person, but they just wanted it so bad. All right, because she can see that spirit in him, man. All right, the Lord gave us a beautiful spirit. First of all, as Israel, but as the Israel of Israel. All right, the men of the Lord.
That's right.
Okay, when we come together, we go to places, you can just feel the attention that's given to us, man. It's not of us, it's of the Lord. Just like the statutes and commandments came from the Lord. It wasn't something that the elders of Israel got together and like, this would be a good way to live. No, this is passed down from the highest power of ever, from everlasting.
That's right.
Okay, the ancient of days. No beginning, no end. And he searched out everything, all right? So he knows what's right. He knows what's wrong. So when he gave us the ways we're supposed to be keeping, keep them. It's as simple as that. This is how you continue to live.
Right.
This is how you stay on top. This is how you don't go into captivity. All right? This is how you don't catch diseases. This is how you don't get sick. All right?
Just like when you see, just like we see now, Esau is the conduit of the devil. Israel is the conduit of the Most High, man. That's why when the Most High, that's why it says you are my temple. When we come amongst these nations, it's going to be like the Lord is there. That's why we're going to have that glow. That's why we're going to have that, we're going to be the direct emissaries and cast judgment right there, man. Just like if you went before the throne of the Heavenly Father, the prophets and the men were just like the judge of you. Practically the Lord came to your city, man.
Yeah, exactly.
In the time of Job, in the time of Lot, the Lord was the one of the angels. The angel, the Lord, the heavenly, what you even call Jesus, okay, was one of the angels that was in the midst of those three angels. But guess what? He fell back with Abraham, and they went into a contract and said, what, if they be 10 righteous, then guess what? I'll spare the city. But then, and guess what? So if those men of Sodom was doing what they were doing to those angels, the Messiah was amongst those angels, but he fell back.
Yeah.
Imagine what he would have done to him. The angels blinded him. He said, man, he came out, they blinded him, and you see it now. The angels have the ability to blind you and to see, because what did it say in the scriptures? How long, O Lord, till the cities be wasted? There's angels that are over this truth. You can't get it unless you've been unlocked to get it, man.
You can't get it, you ain't got it.
Yeah.
In America, there's 144,000 that's righteous, but it's still going to be destroyed.
Yeah. Hey, well, that's going to go right into that second Ezra.
I got you. This is the book of second Ezra. This is second Ezra 7 and verse 24. He answered me and said, this present life is not the end where much glory doth abide.
Right there. This present life is not the end where much glory doth abide, man. Why is that? Because the wrong people are in rulership. And it's the spirit, as we've been saying, they have nothing but wickedness within their scheming. They're nothing but schemers, man. Okay? And all of their plans is nothing but a benefit to them. It doesn't benefit the earth. It doesn't benefit the water. It doesn't benefit the air. Okay? It doesn't benefit the world. It benefits them.
That's right.
Okay? To constantly keep the lower people enslaved, mainly us. Right. But hell, they going after the other nations. They going after their own people. Okay, we was talking about the other day how you have two-time losers. This is technically supposed to be the Caucasians' kingdom here. This is their dominion. The Lord allowed them to rule. That was part of their blessing, that they would have the fatness of the earth and the dew of heaven. This is them having that right now. Okay. But it didn't say it was going to be everlasting. Right. That was included in our blessing. That our brothers are going to serve us, man. Okay? So if that was part of our blessing, why is we not in that position? Okay? Because we fell off. We turned our back to the Lord, but the spirit, power, mercy, and grace of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, we're coming back, man. Okay? We're waking back up. All right, those dry bones are getting sinews and getting flesh and having a spirit that has been breathed into them, man. All right, to where we don't imagine what we would be doing. All we know is what we got and we moving forward, man. Tunnel vision. Okay.
That's how we've been assured of this. It said you must believe in thy own self, man. We've been believing this wholeheartedly, man. And we see it now. We see it now. We know rulership's coming. Just like in the game, the apostle brought out with the Mahomes. He's like, I was looking at dude. He's like, I knew he was gonna win. They knew it. We know we got the victory, man. Yeah. Because you see, because your elites, they're already packed. Yeah, the space on it. He was the 27 years.
Oh, so it's 30 minutes.
Yeah. So you gotta watch it. Yeah, you gotta watch it. I'll read it again for you. And it says, 2 Ezra 7 and verse 42. He said, he answered me and said, this present life is not, it says, is not the end where much glory doth abide. Therefore have they prayed, Salaki, therefore have they prayed for the weak.
Therefore have they prayed for the weak, because Ezra's trying to make a point in, well, Abraham prayed for the Sodomites, and but we're past that time. We're especially now. All right?
Praying for the alphabets, man.
Exactly.
The ones that was in the land, Lot and his family, that's who he was praying for, man.
Yep.
So if you're in the land of Sodom, you would be like what? A Sodomite, because you're in that land. That's it.
Yep. Just as, like you said, just as he prayed for his family,
correct.
Okay, he wasn't praying for that. That's the same with us. Like he told Ezra, hey, seek those who are like unto thee, man. Okay, because we can't keep sitting here like we listen to the apostles, and they said, Nate talking about you gotta go and to all of the Israelites. That's what the internet is for, man. The Lord gave us this. Okay, I remember you could go and see the. You could go to your YouTube and go into where you create your videos and your dashboard and all of that, and it'll show you who's watching you or what country is watching you. We have people in Japan watching our videos. And, our camp ain't that big, but it's the word going out. So if we got people in Japan watching us, the apostles and elders and some of these brothers that have a great amount of subscribers, ain't no telling where. So this truth is getting out like that, man. Okay, because it's not about the views, it's about the word getting out. Yeah. Okay, and that come by the laborers. Gotta put in work, man.
Gotta put in work. And
that come by the labor, because it said the laborers are few. Yeah. Right? So over time, the Lord has been what? Constantly getting more laborers, man. But he only wants a certain amount of laborers and a certain type of laborers. It ain't everybody that come and work is gonna retire in this company, for lack of better words. All right. Some people gonna like, it ain't that good here. I've been here. Nothing's really happening. So they gonna go to another company. Well, that's going back into the world pretty much.
Well, that's what the guy from Foki did.
Yeah.
And he dropped the plow twice.
It's just it's just likened unto that movie we watched, where the dude, guess what? He knew he had a winner. When they offered him that $800,000, that was the position of being offered the chip.
Yeah.
But, hey, we'll give you this, because that's what it says. It says, what is the man profit man to gain the whole world but to lose his soul? When you take that MOTP, you're done, man. That's a death wish. But the same thing now, guess what? We hold it back. And he even said, damn, I know I can fix a lot. I know I can change it, but guess what? I know we have value. This truth we have now is that there's a riches in it that we don't know. We don't even know the wealth. That's like if you find a chest, you open it up and you see it's got coins, but it's coins from this era. You got this because certain things the gold is valuable, but you don't know the antiquity of that object. The antiquity of this truth is unvalued. We don't know the value of it yet. That's why we come out of these corners. That's why we tell you, man. The ignorance that you people have done, the ignorance you trusted in this world is over with, man. There is no jobs. Then you got AI that's replacing a lot of your people's college education, man. They're not even gonna need you, man. The processing the AI has become so high value. Guess what? You're going to school to be in debt, man. You're gonna work a minuscule job, man. That's why they took trades out, man. We're in a time, if you ain't with this truth, you're going to have a hard time coming up. These migrants that are in this place, the migrants that have moved here, those are people that are used to hardship, man. Jake, you're not used to that hardship, because when this thing falls, they're going to be the first crop of workers to work those jobs that you've been prideful for. Oh, I need $19, $20. No, guess what? They're going to pay them nickels on the dollar, man, and get it done. And then you can starve. The police don't give a damn about you people, man.
Hey, and that's beautifully put, and that's part of this. What scripture is that? I'm gonna try to paraphrase it. There's two of them that go hand in hand. It's one in Micah, and it's one in, I think it's Proverbs 16 and 4, and then it's like Micah.
How's it worded?
He getteth no rest upon his bed unless he causes something to fall.
Yep.
That's one of them. I always get them mixed up.
That's Proverbs 4.
Okay, Proverbs 4, not 16.
Yeah, 4 and 16.
You
It's
see
4 and
the one
16.
in, which one you got out?
I got Proverbs 4 and 16.
Okay.
This is Proverbs 4 and verse 16. I'll read in the NLT. It says, for evil people can't sleep until they have done their evil deed for the day. And that's heavy. And it says, for evil people can't sleep until they've done their evil deed for the day. They can't rest until they've caused some to stumble.
Con, can you, I'm trying to read that again.
God, this is Proverbs 4 and verse 16. It says, for evil people can't sleep until they have done their evil deed for the day. It says they cannot rest until they have caused some to stumble.
Yeah, they cannot rest until they have caused some to stumble. That's just how the wicked is. They eat, sleep, drink, and live wickedness.
Got it.
You got the one in Micah?
Yeah.
Okay, Con. That's what they do. That's what they have to do, I would even say, man. All right? That's what they was designed to do. Just like they're designing AIs, you know, it's artificial intelligence. It's man-made. They're designing it to do what they want it to do. Okay? So the Lord designed them to do what they're going to do. All right? He designed us to do what we're going to do. Okay?
This is Micah 2 and 1. It says, woe unto them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand.
So here it is. They're tossing and turning on their beds, thinking of how they can overthrow somebody. And when they wake up, they go and practice it. Why? Because it's in the power of their hands. This is their dominion. They have the opportunity to put forth their wickedness, but all in all, it's the Lord balancing things out. Because I just love how the way that brother put it through the spirit. It's like the fact that they did this is the fact that we able to do this.
That's right.
You know, even though it's already written, because it said when they set their nest among the stars, the Lord's going to bring them down. Okay? So when y'all decided to go and put satellites out there and go into outer space, so to speak, as far as you can, I'll say, you know, you start to do that. Now you're up there, you're polluting. Hey, that's around the time when Elder Albert Bivens came on the scene.
Right. All right.
This is Psalms 7 and 14 to 16. Behold, he travaileth with iniquity and hath conceived mischief and brought
He's
forth
the birth,
falsehood.
and conceive means to what? When you con is with, and seed is to what? To bring forth seed, man. So they plant the plants of wickedness. Their whole agenda and their germination process is wickedness. That's what that's a perfect way of putting it. That's what these elites did. What does it say? They've done a diligent search. They're patient. They planted the seeds and they knew, okay, we need to water this and we're gonna eat. They might not think they're gonna eat in their lifetime. That's why they teach their sons. It's a growing process, man. What we're seeing now, this has been educated and worked on for years, just like the Federal Reserve. That was orchestrated, going back to Jekyll Island, man. All of those things were seeds that were planted. They didn't take out the money all of a sudden. No, it's been planting. Now, guess what? We're in debt so much that now that new digital currency can come into play. You see, that's why they can't go back on their plans. Their plans have been, that's like going back on the tree. You can't go back on the tree. That's why they're harvesting. They know. They're like, man, look, the seed's already planted. It's growing. We just gotta wait.
They just gotta wait. You know, they just gotta sit there and wait. We was just watching a video. They had debit cards in 1979. They was talking about debit cards. Damn. You know, I was telling them, brother, you think we got iPhone 15s, 14s. They probably had that shit 3-4 years ago. Because
this is old technology, man.
Yes.
Come on, man.
It's new to us.
Yeah.
We willing to break our bank to get it. You know what I'm saying? But here it is. They're patiently waiting to see their harvest, man. Patiently waiting, constantly waiting, and that's what they do throughout the earth. Okay, go over here, funding this side of the war, they're funding that side. It's seeds just waiting. All right, I know they gonna need help. They don't need none else. They gonna be willing to spend the money on the weapons. Our people, you know, hey, y'all ain't nothing. Y'all come from monkeys. Y'all come from Africa. Y'all was walking around naked. We civilized y'all. So on and so. All of those is seeds being planted, man. All right. So you can have a way of this conditioning. All right. It's conditioning. You're from your cash, taking your gold, giving you fiat notes, having a debit card, credit card. Then talking about the digital currencies and putting that in your right hand or your forehead. It's conditioning. It's seeds that's been planted, man. Okay? But they're not, the only thing they're forgetting is that the Lord gonna send some locusts to eat up all their crop.
Yeah, that's what this eclipse, man. That's what this eclipse is. It's to tell you, you need a mighty done, man. The universe is telling you something, man. You X'd out. You're done, man. And it passed over towns, Nineveh and Salem. Those are biblical shalom, okay? Peace, man. That's it. Your peace is being X'd out, man. It's over with, man. Your peace is being done. It's no more. Hey. All your times of walking around, the Lord is done with your feast days, man. You don't even honor your feast days. You mimic it. You don't even honor it. You ain't even honoring a wicked sacrifice, man. You learn wickedness on wickedness. So what the Lord is saying now, I've sent out the prophets. They've been out on the highways and the byways. They've been telling y'all for what? Starting with Abba. Yeah. Now it started small. Now you have the internet has grossed this thing, man. It's everywhere. We don't, like the brother was saying, there's people in China watching. Just like it's like with hip hop music. Why do you think Moabites, they hear it and they're like, oh shit. That's how they know the confusion of face. They want to dance to it. They want to move to it. Yeah. That's why the Lord said, I have piped unto you and you have not danced. This is a song. When you hear it, you're like, oh snap. Hold on, what is that? They might have been going through, but when you hear this truth, it resonates with you, man. Exactly. It's like radiation. Yep. All right, this truth is nuclear. This truth is it radiates, man. Yep. It's power, man. That's why it says that, what it says, I've given you the tongue that men shall not be able to gainsay nor resist, man. Yeah. When you hear this truth, it's addictive, man. It's like, and you can't get enough. Just like when you get that first hit, you're like, oh shit, you chase it, man. Yep. That's why you chase it. You get further into it. Now we're being gratified on a high level, man, because now universe is showing us that we on point, man.
Exactly. I got to get that etymology on radiate.
Con.
It says issue, this etymology on radiate, issue or spread in all directions. Ooh. From a point in raised or straight line.
Ooh. Dang.
It says to beam, shine.
Let thy light shine before men, that they may see your good works.
You are a light upon the hill.
Man, they cannot be hid.
Gleam, make beaming. Beam of light spoke of wheels, meaning be radiant, give off rays of light or heat.
Damn.
This is nuclear.
Damn. He said there's a fire shut up in my what? My bones.
Now, the meaning of radiate, right? To say energy, especially light or heat, in the form of rays or waves. Now, it says this.
Which that energy and that light is the spirit.
Yeah,
right.
All right. Diffuse. Spread or cause to spread over a wide area or among a large number of people.
Dang, hey, come on. That's why I said, shall you trust the unicorn, man? Yeah. Why do you think the internet was invented? It wasn't invented for you to be on fucking porn and shit. Okay? Right. The internet was invented to push the words of the Lord without control, man. Yeah. We don't need a 501c3 charter, man. Yeah. Why? Because the internet, you got people that go viral. They're called influencers. Yeah. What is this truth? It's the chief influencer. Exactly. That's why the Lord hid, what does it say? He put the pill in the meat, man. Yep. He got this fluff and puff out here. You people thought, oh, the internet for me to surf and go on Tinder. No, it's to spread the words of the Lord. That's why it says this truth shall be preached to the four corners of the planet Earth. Then the end shall come. What's on the four corners right now that wasn't in the time of the disciples and apostles? The internet. Yep. That's why they call it the World Wide Web. Exactly. And it says the truth, the kingdom of heaven is likened unto what? A net. A net, man. That's why you see it now. Hey, don't record us, man. Okay. Yeah, don't record. If you want to look it up, you just look up Israelite.
Is that the internet share?
Hey, we tell you see this eclipse coming up, right? Isn't that a sign from heaven?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? See, people, hey, at the end of the day, this is a sign, man. The Lord is saying that Babylon, America is getting ready to be judged on a high level, man. America is getting ready to be taken out. How was it formed? It was formed on the blood, backs, and killing, rape, rob, and murder of the Negro, Latino, and Native American man, and their families. So what do you think America is going to receive? It's going to receive what it reaped, man.
Yes.
Or what it sowed, judgment, man.
Yep. Everybody believe in karma until they gotta be a victim.
That's right.
You know?
It's all games till it comes and knocks at your door, man.
Yep.
That's why you see bridges falling down. You see a collapse is happening. You see the financial industry that's at shambles, man.
Exactly.
You see the debt clock. The debt of America is in damn near $300 trillion, man.
People bouncing back.
Ain't no bouncing back, man.
You gotta reset, and that's why they're bringing about this digital currency.
Yep.
They're bringing about that RFID hit, man. You know, to the point where we can't even say what certain words is on the internet, or they'll cut our videos.
Yep.
But we the crazies, though. All right, they ain't cutting Cardi B videos.
Gorillas.
Oh my God.
Gorilla
videos. They ain't Sexy Red. She pregnant. Talking about F her baby dad and they ain't cutting none of that stupidity. All right. But here it is. We just reading out of the Bible and we're lying and we're crazy and we're wasting our time, as they say. But y'all cut our videos.
Right, and they say it's hate speech, but saying you hate your baby father though,
That
that's
ain't
cool.
She open prostitute. She slept with a dude and took his virginity and put it out there, man. You know, so the time we at now, man, wickedness is set in high places, man. America's getting ready to be judged, man. You know, you see the eclipse coming?
Clips coming? Yes, I do see it coming.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. But the time we at now, man, knowledge and wisdom is coming, man. The time that Babylon has a time clock, and it's close, man. All right. America's getting ready to be judged, man. You see, we're in the Third World War with Russia. Do you not see that?
No, I do
Oh,
not.
okay. Yeah. Man, we're gonna continue. Go ahead, brother.
Can you finish that? Second Ezra?
Second Ezra, got you, bro. This is the book of Second Ezra. Second Ezra 5 and verse 24. And it says, in all of the land, you want the land?
7.
Okay, fine.
7.
Yeah.
7 and 24. And it said, 42. This is Second Ezra 7 and verse 42. And it reads, he answered me and said, this present life is not the end of where much glory doth abide. Wherefore have they prayed for the weak.
And that's why the scriptures speak about what? Many are called, few are chosen.
That's right.
A few shall be saved. All right? The Lord, see, we've been raised that you can do what you want, live how you want, and no matter what, you receive salvation. Well, if that's the case, I should be able to just go out and murder people. You know, right now, just go and do it. But that's not, it doesn't work like that, man. Okay? Because even this place has laws. It doesn't make any sense for them to say you're free, you can do what you want, but here it is, you're penalized if you run a red light.
That's right.
You ride without your seatbelt. Okay, so how much more from the Heavenly Father? He gave out laws, statutes, and commandments, ways to be living. Alright? And they say they're a God-fearing country that's built on the Bible. Okay, they at the inauguration, they got the Bible, they got the swearing in on all of that. But then you turn around and do everything against the Bible, man.
Yeah.
Okay, that judgment is going to come, man. Okay, because you read the next precept.
And this is verse 43. It says, but the day of doom shall be the end of this time.
Day of doom, as the brother said, that's what this eclipse is. Okay, it's a sign of what's coming. The Lord gave signs. He told you in Genesis 1 and 14 that the lights in the firmament is for signs, for feasts. All right, in times as well, man. All right, so this eclipse that's coming, right along with the devil's comment, you know, this the Lord saying something. All right, because you spoke about it going over Nineveh. Yep. Well, Nineveh, what? Jonah went and talked to Nineveh. Yep. They reset, so to speak. They got things right. They were spared for a amount of time, but that judgment still came. You ain't getting no time. You had time. America had time, man. All right, this is the Lord bringing judgment. Okay. And it has to happen because it's already written.
And then this is back in 24. This is it says, but the day of doom shall be the end of this time, and the beginning of the immortality for it to come.
And the beginning of the immortality for it to come. When you go to 1 Corinthians, the 15th chapter, it speaks about people receiving immortality.
That's right.
Because they're going to be caught up into the clouds, and in the twinkling of an eye, they're going to be changed. Okay? They're going to be changed. All of those movies y'all watch that they create, that's because they know a lot more than they want to tell y'all. But y'all going to see that with your own eyes if y'all live to the end, so to speak. Okay? Because judgment is going to come in many forms. All right? Plagues, fire, death, sword, destruction. You got the nuclear missiles, famines. You know?
Nuclear war. Nuclear war is prophesied in the Bible, man. Why do you think the scientists were able to split the atom? The atom works on the spiritual level, man. So now that's why they let out that movie, what? Oppenheimer. Yep. Oppenheimer showed you, what did he say? I've become the what? The destroyer of worlds, man. Yep. And he was talking about the world of his nation. He knew. Because at the end of the movie, they seen the rocket. The rocket technology was already being, what does it say, was in its virginic state. Now it messed up when he seen the rocket. He's like, oh shit, we're going to be able to put those on rockets. And this is the back up real, because it says the Nineveh, right? This is Matthew 12 and verse 39. But he answered and said unto me, an evil and adulterous generation seeking after a sign, and there shall be no sign, Salakia, and there shall no sign be given but the sign of the prophet Jonas. And where did Jonah go? Nineveh. Yeah. And so we seen in that time that guess what? Even the Lord said it. He said you ain't gonna see it. That's a sign on high, but that sign is too late for you. For you seeing that sign, guess what? It's just like a snake that's already bit you. That means the venom is already in you. Well, all that's showing you now, you're starting to lock up. That's what that is. It's saying, I'm crossing your nation out, man. The word has already went out. The ones that need to hear it have heard it, and they, what does it say? They prepared themselves, man. The virgins, the 5 wise, the 5 foolish. The wise virgins have already trimmed their lamps, man. That's why it says, let your light shine before men that they may see your good works, man.
And they, you know what they say, X marks the spot. You know? So what do you think? That's this place in America. The Lord has saved the best for last. All right? The Lord had let Babylon, aka America, to be grown up, be ruled in front of the nations, the other nations to worship her. All right? But, oh man, even all of that was written.
That's right.
All right? That their confederates will go against them. And that's what we have going now. Here it is. Putin said, what? Hey, look, man, y'all do your NATO thing. I appreciate that. But don't deal with Ukraine. Do not try to engage with Ukraine and have them join NATO. Because they in our backyard.
It's a civil war.
Exactly. But what did America do? They did what they always do. I don't care what people, you know? I'm the big bully on the block. So they went over there and talked with them anyway. And then try to demonize Russia for trying to stop Ukraine. It's all smoke and mirrors at the end of the day, man.
But the big bully always gets taken down.
Eventually always gets taken down. Eventually always gets taken down. Okay? Because you have it to where too many small people just had too much problems, man, to where they come together and go against the bully. All right?
And we telling you, man, where we're at now, we're in a position where the Lord is manifesting who we are. We're not your slaves. We're not the people to be working your dead-end jobs, because we were brought here in hardcore slavery. We served our bid. The reason you see us even under your will and under the guise for you to be around us, we're holy people. We're supposed to be separate from these nations. But what happens? Yes, everything we do turns to gold. They idolize us in sports. If there was no black men playing football, would football be where it is today?
I just know it
Would you watch it if it was just a bunch of stale white men playing that game?
No.
Come on, man. Basketball. Look at the NCAA. Look at March Madness. Look at who is the ones that shine in that sport.
It's actually.
Come on, man. Yeah. It's us, the Negro, Latino, Native Americans. So what is it showing you now? The Lord is telling you, guess what? These people are beyond special. They are my chosen people. Because what does a scout say when he scouts a kid? He said, man, this kid has got God-given talent. So who gives us these talents? Who gives us these things to do what we're doing? Now we're showing you sports is not what we're meant to be. Our talent is these scriptures. Our talent is these prophecies. And every time that the Israelites were in a certain nation, the Lord will plague that nation. What was Egypt? Egypt, what? They had the Israelites. what is the story? What did Moses say to Pharaoh? Let my people go. Why didn't he say, why didn't the Lord take the Egyptians and take them to Mount Sinai and deal with them? What happened now is the America's getting ready to pay for our bloodshed, man. Our pain, our tears, getting shot down by the police, getting called niggas in the street, man. Getting called spics, Latinos, and all these derogatory names that have been put on us, man. It's time for us to shine, and we're doing it now. We're going to rule this earth, man. We're next. We're next. And you don't have to believe it. It's far-fetched. Just like America, what you see today is far-fetched, man.
No. Yeah, that was a good point. You know, everything in this place is far-fetched. You know, but people decide to believe it. All right, because they're a part of it. Now this is far-fetched to the naked ear because this ain't part of the rudiments of this society. They taught us that everybody would be saved. They taught, oh, that's another thing. Here it is. All our lives we've been taught that we've been taught Jesus, okay, that he looks like a Caucasian. Well, Russia's releasing icons showing that they're releasing icons way back and showing dark-skinned biblical figures, man.
Did you know that happened?
Which one?
Russia just let out icons, ancient icons, and the biblical icons, they're black.
I did not know that.
Yeah, if you look it up right now and you can Google it, Google Russian icons being let out, and you see black messiahs. There's no way we could have faked those paintings, man. And they say that, what are the excuse that the American media said? They said, oh, the paintings got darker with time. And they said, then why the hell did the white garment get dark with time too, man?
Right.
You got one where Yahushua was wearing an all-white garment, black, but they said, oh yeah, the face. So how the hell the white not darkened, but then the other colors darkened, man? Yeah, you on Google? Check it out, Russian icons. Type it in.
Russia icons. Oh,
Go to news, hit the news button and see, and look what it says.
All right. Recently, it's now saying Russia icons. Oh yes, Jesus was. Yeah, recent information. Yep.
How did we? Come on, man. That's on you, because Russia those are priceless artifacts. So they have to do a conflict between what the narrative the world is telling you of a white Jesus, between the narrative of what they're looking at as an ancient relic, an icon. That's what they're saying. So why do you think America doesn't want Russia to be at the forefront? They know who we are. They said the black Jesus. So those things are showing exactly. This person you see right here in your churches, he was fabricated as the Messiah. This guy is this guy. They're both the same man. What it is, just cover up his hat. That is Cesare Borgia. That was the son of the fifth pope, the sixth pope. And what did he do? He painted him as the Messiah. Now you got Russian icons that predate this. That means they predate this image that you see here, and they come out what? They're dark skinned. So hey, the truth is out, man. And it's not a coincidence. Right before the eclipse, right before all these things are happening, you're seeing that. Guess what? Now you got to understand, the people that you slang on trees that pick your cotton, guess what? The Messiah was the same color as them. So what do you think he says he's coming back and he's angry? Would you not be angry if your family was beaten? You go to your family reunion and all of them are in chains? And come.
It would actually. Yeah.
So what do you think he's mad about? His same people have been what? Put in chains. They've been told they take their identity. We've been told that we're nobody's criminals. Why do you think the institution, what do? They jail us 2 times. What does it say? We're more likely to be jailed for lesser crimes, man. Why is that? Because we're being oppressed still. And what do you do in those jails? You build furniture. You press license plates. You do those things. That's modern day slavery.
I grew up in East LA. Up there, they have like a whole thing. They make property and then
it's called gentrification.
Of the hole in the wall, and basically showed them all the sins of the Israelites. Now, in the 9th chapter, right, he told the angels to set a mark on the foreheads of the men that signed Christ. Right now, that mark is the exemption from judgment. So they won't be destroyed. Now, the ones that were destroyed were the ones that were participating in it.
That's right. And we're here to tell you that, hey, that we're in a separation of time. And we always push, hey, you're here on this landmass for 2 reasons. And we're not here to sugarcoat like the pastors. This is something you got to look in your internal. If you've been dove to be here, first of all, in the time we had now, you see the eclipses, you see the war. That means you're here for certain.
There
But
were
if
4
you're
blood moons in a year in Israel. They're looking at the prophecy of the invitation.
yeah, they're trying to do the heifer. That's why they're bombing those
They were putting up false
Palestinians.
sacrifices. They were taking lame animals, sacrificing to the Lord rather than a good stock.
Yeah.
Other stuff like that. They had famine. They had pestilence. They had plague.
That's what's going on now.
That's the same thing that happened with Cain. He was supposed to bring the first of his flock, and he brought, fruits of the land.
Yeah.
So he didn't do it the right way. This is those people not doing it in the right way. Because those ain't the people. We're the people. They're in our land. They stole our identity. Our identity.
Shepherds of people with the land.
Like I was telling him earlier, that we have not, the manager has not been over the shift. If you work a job, you know when you have your managers on the shift and then when they're gone, people are more lax. They don't do what they're supposed to. Exactly. So what the Lord is telling you is that He punishes people, but what our true inheritance and our make is, we're the managers of creation of the earth. That's why it says the wicked.
Your brother and let him use his heart as a guy.
I mean, what's the main heart? The God is the Bible. Why do you think the Bible is the instruction manual? That's why it gives you a land Sabbath. Do you know that there's a land Sabbath in the Bible? That means that just like you have a 7th day, you rest on the 7th day, there's supposed to be a land Sabbath. So that means you're supposed to plant your crops for a set amount of years, and then what happens? You let your crops rest. So what do you see happening around the world? They do. There's almost 60.
You don't have to actually do that to make crops grow properly. You can actually rotate them and change the crops, and you can amend the soil, but you have to care for the soil.
But look now. All you got to do is Google that the earth is there's a shortage of topsoil. Why is that? Because the land law is not being abided. You can rotate
industrial farming.
But what you do is that
our Dust Bowl, that whole thing happened.
That goes back to George Washington Carver.
They depleted the soil, and then they had a drought. And then everything died, and people had to leave to go find somewhere else to survive.
So they depleting it now. Why do you think? But instead of having George Washington Carver and doing the peanuts, what they're doing now is using chemicals.
We have family
GMO.
land that's been farmed for 100 years. You can go to the same plot and there's food there every year for 100 plus years.
Gotcha.
But it's just how you feed it. You can also walk down the street and you'll find deer you can take. You'll find all types of other things. We don't kill them all off, we let them breed. We don't want the pregnant female, we want her to live. We want the old male who fights with the others. It's not the best meat. Or you take one of the young ones who's got a color, and you find one that has a bad leg or something, you cull them. You take the weak and the old out of the equation for them, and the population growth becomes better. And you have to control the population. No, then they overrun the area and disease comes in.
Yeah. That's what we're telling you.
That's why the Lord
we don't
set
have overpopulation.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's why the Lord set everything up the way that He did. Is because
hold on, let me speak.
This is what we're trying to tell you. That's why the God of the Bible set up everything the way that it is. You know, at a point in time, the earth watered itself. We didn't have to till and go out there and do work, and that was part of us falling. But it was all set up so it could do itself, do it by itself.
We got a good bit out of that. You know, we lost the Garden of Eden. We gained knowledge. And we have to use that knowledge.
But look at the world now.
It was a punishment. Just think about that knowledge.
Look at the world now.
The knowledge was around. The law was around. Because like the brother said earlier,
the law. I wanted to get back on the sports situation. The reason we brought up the sports, it wasn't about the pay. Whoever can get paid, whatever. It was about the ability.
Well, yeah, at the highest level,
natural ability.
The best quarterback of all time was a white guy.
Well, was he white?
or
was he white?
Yeah.
Was he? You looked at him as a white person, right? Okay. But look at we're telling you this is not a racial thing. This is a spirit thing. Okay. This is because like I'm gonna put it to you like this: if I or these brothers go to a foreign land, let's say China, or we go in the Latvian mountains where the Swedes are at, right? And I find me a woman and I impregnate that woman, my child is gonna come out. That's why it's a DNA swap. The man injects his DNA into that woman, follow me, and that DNA is molded with that woman. That's why the kid will have traits like the mom, look a little, but understand this. Now, my son my son, right? My son I had with this Norwegian woman now is a little bit mulatto, a little bit mixed. Then he goes into another Swedish woman, blonde hair, blue eyes. Guess what? That child is now going to come out even lighter, okay, and even more traits of the mother. Then that's my son. That's my great grandson, right? He was directly.
I don't think science holds that out because there are
What do you mean science?
people that have very dark.
But let me finish. So now that grandson, my great-great-grandson, which comes directly from my line, because how do you have inheritance? How did kings give inheritance? They didn't just go pick another nation and say, hey, you sit on the throne. Some were bloodlines, okay? So now my great-great-grandson